All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I like to give all honor, praise, and glory unto Yahweh Bahashem, Yahushua Bahashem, Rachakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered abroad. This the brother Barazal, here with a lesson and Lord willing that's edifying. So, today I just wanted to get into a lesson, and this mainly, of course, for newer brothers mainly because when you first get into the truth, you tell everybody, your family, friends, woman, whatever the case may be, and you kind of every day you telling them like, yo, you going off this and that, because when you first get into the truth, you kind of get that that overzealous type of spirit on you, because it's something you never heard of before. It's you tasting the honey, you trying to tell everyone, people you care about, whatever the case may be. But, as you get seasoned into the truth, you figure out that these people ain't gonna convert, is really of the Lord, you doing your job, just to telling them about the truth and whatever the case may be. And if they don't get it, you just gotta move on, man. You don't just go up to every single person. And also another thing too, you don't just go up to every single person and tell them about the truth. You don't cast your pearls to swine, or show your pearls to the swine. That scripture. Salakia, I know I'm butchering it. But don't cast your pearls against for swine, man. All right, because at the end of the day, you may be talking like to a Jake or whatever, and he may have a good cool Jake. He seemed like he could, he might do something. He seemed like he know a little bit, so you kind of inch in and tell them certain things here and there, if the spirit tells you to. But every Jake you encounter, man, obviously ain't gonna get it, so it's just it's just gonna be a lesson, just telling brothers, man, like, hey, if they don't get it, move on, man. Just let them be, because that's not the Lord's will. Now you can't fight against the Lord's will. If a person don't get it, if they not trying to get it, you can't go against the Lord's will, man. All right? And that's going to take me to my first scripture, which will be Proverbs 20 and 24. It say, man's goings are of the Lord. All right, so whatever, a man does, whatever path he chooses to take, whether it's, being a 2/3, whether the Lord put the spirit on him to be a man of the Lord, be the elect, that's completely up to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. All right, that free will bullshit that the Christians teach, that it ain't real. All right, whatever you do, that's because the Lord wanted it. All right, you a man of the Lord, you a 2/3. If you an Israelite or not. All right, that's all the Lord. If you a speckled bird, hey, that's all the Lord's work. You can't control that. All right. Most you can do is pray to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua that he give that mercy on you and he don't take the spirit off you, man. Because, you got people who follow out the truth, right? You got people who see the truth and never take it serious, Terry. You got all kinds of people, but at the end of the day, if the Lord is truly dealing with that man, you show him once, or he look at a video once, the spirit gonna be on him already, or it might take a little bit of time. He might see it, and then it might take a little while before he really, take it serious. Every man is different in this thing, man. But that's why, when we in the highways and hedges, a guy, he not getting it, he's scoffing. All right. we just tell them to kick rocks, man, because, we don't got time for that shit no more, man. We out there to preach for the elect, all right? And that's what we got to remember as well, This thing is for the elect, a remnant, Every Jake ain't gonna get it. The Jakes you grew up with, they probably ain't gonna get it, all right? You may have a couple Jakes, you grew up with that are into the truth, all right? Even family, it's a thing where, brothers come in the truth, actually, blood brothers, so to speak. It's times where, one brother, they take heed and one brother don't, If that's your case, you can't bang them over the head with the truth. The Lord just ain't dealing with them, The most you could do is, pray the Lord, have mercy upon your family. But even then, if it's the Lord's will that they gotta go, they gotta go, And you gotta remember that, we gonna get it all back in the kingdom and then some. All right, so it say Proverbs 20:24, it say, man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his way? Yeah, how can a man understand his own way? All right, and people, say that we crazy that we in the truth, and we think we looking at them like they crazy, because you got all this, we breaking down the precepts, we prophesying what's happening, and the prophecies coming to pass, we proving it, but these people still don't get it, So let's get Isaiah 29:9. Stay yourselves and wonder, cry ye out and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink. All right, and let's talk about our people, and not exactly drinking wine, but taking heed to these false philosophies. The wine is also could be used as philosophies, people worshiping these false idols, believing this Western ideology. All right, our people are drunken. Say, for the Lord have poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep. All right, so these people are asleep. The Lord has blinded these people, all right, to see the truth. It's saying, half close your eyes, the prophets and your rulers, the seers have he covered. And the vision of all is become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed, which men deliver to one that is learned, saying, read this, I pray thee. And he saith, I cannot, for it is sealed. All right. So, and that's the spirit of these people. They can't read it. It's plain upon tables, of course, to the prophets, and we preach it plain upon tables. But if the Lord don't want a 2/3 nigga to get it, he ain't gonna get it. All right, and there's nothing we can do about it, man. All right, all we can do is work out our own salvation with our own fear and trembling, man. Because you gotta remember, man, like it's up to the Lord to save that person. All right, you don't want to every day, you going off, you doing this, you doing that. Like you gotta come to the camp. You got, hey, of course, you gonna. First couple times, you say something, but it comes to a point where it's like, all right, man, this dude, he just don't get it. He just ain't gonna get it. And that's fine. That's cool. That's okay. All right. Romans 11:7, it say, what then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded. So there you go. All right. The election obtained it, and the rest were blinded. Let's talk about the 2/3, man. The 2/3 is not gonna get it, man. All right. The Lord blinded the 2/3, all right, and that's how he made it. The Lord is only dealing with a remnant. All right. Verse 5. Yeah, let's go to verse 5. It say, even so then at this present time also there is a remnant according to the election of grace. All right, you see? So the Lord is dealing with a remnant. That don't mean your whole household. That don't mean your whole block, neighborhood, whatever street you grew up on, your school. All right, you know, it's a remnant. You know, and it's gonna be a remnant scattered around the four corners of the earth, man. All right, you know, all over the earth. All right, that the Lord is dealing with. All right. This is going to be the last precept. This is Hosea 4:6. It say, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children. All right. So our people is destroyed for a lack of knowledge, man. All right. You know, the Jake think he know the way. But if it ain't the way, if it ain't the way of, you know, the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shadi, these scriptures, you know, the 100% truth, then you got a lack of knowledge, man. All right. Even Jake, who know that they Israelites, you know, got a lot of Jake in it for the wrong reasons. You know, you got a lot of Jake, you know, believing in these different doctrines, you know, getting seduced by these different spirits. All right, being carnal, all right, because you know, the scriptures say, many are called, but few are chosen. So just because you know that you're an Israelite, don't necessarily mean you're gonna be saved, neither, man. All right, and that's why, you know, we don't say that we know that we part of the elect. You know, the men, you know, who have the 100% truth, which we believe it to be great millstone, you know, because the Lord can make anything happen. You know, the Lord could take the spirit off you. You know, the Lord could have you be a brother, man, that was on fire, man, and you know, he take the spirit off you. So that's why, you know, every day, you know, of course, you know, we gotta pray, be humble, stay on fire as much as we can, and not let them demons, you know, overtake us, because it ain't always easy. You know, you're gonna have a demon come into your mind and, you know, things like that, but it's up to you to rebuke those demons. All right. But, you know, that's pretty much the point, brothers. You know, don't get, you know, don't let a person who don't want to convert, you know, take this truth serious, you know, bring you down, man. All right, because hey, if it ain't the Lord's will for him to come back, then it ain't gonna happen. But that's pretty much the point. Lord, one of you brothers was edified. And shalom.